AST SpaceMobile is building the world's first space-based cellular broadband network. With a potentially groundbreaking and disruptive technology, understanding the complexities of the company's plans can become quite difficult. In this brief presentation, I will provide the basic thesis for those who are just starting to think about AST's technology and business model. The first part of the thesis is that there is a true demand for more broadband connectivity across the globe. 2.2 billion people remain without internet connectivity today. Entering the digital community brings life-saving and life-changing technology. Greater access to healthcare and financial opportunities are just two areas in which AST's mission can impact the world for the better. One reason why so many are without connectivity is that terrestrial towers have a small footprint, often making it cost-prohibitive for governments and cell phone carriers to expand coverage. As satellites, such as AST's Bluebirds, orbit the entire planet, they automatically have a global footprint. The satellite providing coverage over the US at one moment will soon be over another part of the world. While many tout the ability for satellite coverage to eliminate dead zones where calls are dropped, for example, AST Bluebirds can also impact gray zones, providing better coverage than what many experience, even when they are able to connect to the terrestrial network. Another way to think about this is that AST will not only help when we have 0 bars of connectivity on our phones, it can also benefit us in times when we have just 1 bar, something experienced by many people, even in countries like the US that have generally strong terrestrial coverage. The second part of the thesis is the AST will provide true broadband connectivity. Many of us already have the ability to send an emergency text on our phones. Other satellite operators may also make limited data use possible, perhaps by using specific apps. However, even this limited data use must be done outside with a direct line of sight to satellites. In contrast, AST satellites are able to provide 4G and 5G coverage, allowing for video calls and streaming. This is made possible, in part, due to the massive size of AST's satellites. The Block 2 satellites currently being launched are 2,400 square feet. With that size, along with the ability to use low-band spectrum, these Bluebirds are already demonstrating download and upload speeds that are in a league of their own in satellite connectivity, and they also provide service through 1 or 2 walls, making indoor use possible. The third part of the thesis, mentioned briefly already, is the spectrum flexibility that is unique to AST SpaceMobile. Current Block 1 and Block 2 Bluebirds will use low-band spectrum, largely owned by mobile network operators around the world, which not only allows for indoor use but also makes this service available for all existing smartphones. No modification is needed on the smartphone that is in your pocket right now. Block 3 Bluebirds will make use of mid-band spectrum, allowing additional capacity. Current competitors can only use mid-band spectrum, which limits their use to select phone on the market now and also makes indoor connectivity impossible. AST will be able to add mid-band use to provide additional capacity while maintaining the benefits of low-band spectrum for coverage and propagation. Future plans include an additional constellation that will utilize C-band spectrum, providing even greater saturation for high-speed connectivity. The fourth part of the thesis focuses on MNO partnerships, the foundation of the commercial business model for AST. The company already has 60-plus global MNO partners with 3 billion subscribers. As mentioned previously, MNOs own most low-band spectrum in many countries, which makes these partnerships vital in order to be allocated this valuable spectrum for satellite use. AST has established a 50/50 revenue share with MNOs. Also important is that with these partnerships, marketing is done by the MNOs who already have a relationship with their subscribers. The cell phone carriers may offer satellite service as a daily or monthly add-on, or they may choose to include the coverage in plans automatically. As mentioned earlier, the costs of building and maintaining terrestrial networks is significant, especially in rural and developing areas. MNOs will be able to leverage AST's service as a way to save money currently spent to build and maintain towers for populations who can be better served by AST. The fifth part of the thesis is the transparent or bent pipe architecture employed by AST. Rather than processing the data on the satellites themselves, as other companies do, AST Bluebirds immediately send the data to ground stations or gateways for processing. This keeps the data always within the MNO core network, giving the MNO control and making the satellite connection seamless for users. The bent pipe architecture also respects national sovereignty. If data processing were to happen on the satellite, data would necessarily exist in that separate roaming network as a satellite crossed a border from one country to the next. By always processing the data at ground stations, AST is able to provide a sovereign solution that is increasingly demanded by nations around the world. A further benefit of the bent pipe architecture is that the Bluebirds are G-agnostic. As we eventually move to 6G and beyond, processing updates are not required on the satellites themselves but only on the ground stations. The sixth part of the thesis is the first responder use case of AST's capabilities. It is no surprise the first responders often find themselves in dead and gray zones. The ability to maintain communications at all times will truly save lives. During natural disasters, the terrestrial network is often non-existent for hours, days, even weeks. AST will provide seamless connectivity for firefighters, ambulance personnel, and others during these dangerous moments. For those who need emergency assistance despite not having terrestrial coverage, AST will allow them to not only send a text if they are outside but to call for help from inside of a car or house, even holding video calls with first responders. The seventh and final part of the thesis is the military use case for AST SpaceMobile. The company has already received 11 awards or contracts with the US military and has spoken of tests surrounding warfighter communication and radar. Further use cases surround position, navigation, and timing, along with various possibilities related to drone warfare. Ultimately, the company sees at least 10 separate use cases related to the military, each of which could lead to significant recurring revenue. There are many ways to dig deeper into the AST SpaceMobile thesis, but I hope that this brief overview has provided a springboard for many who are just becoming aware of the company and are interested in where it is headed in its mission to provide broadband connectivity from space.